All right, so yeah, here we go. Let's we'll start the thing, and then this is fantastic. So yeah, I saw you had a nice concert like recently. Because I didn't know you were on Instagram, so I followed you today. I'm like, oh wow, you all had a pretty cool concert. That looks pretty good. That looked pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, Mary.
Oh yeah, can we see chat? I should probably go into the chat on the browser up here, right?
Right. Yeah. That was kind of one of the neat things about Guest Star. That is that when you do use Guest Star, you can see the chat simultaneously. But when you're on the other things, it's you just pretty much just put up a chat window somewhere else. Rahama says,
cool.
whose voice is that? Right now it's me, but I'm sure you're. Who are these people? I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you tonight. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good. I'm glad you could make it. What a nice night this is. Oh, thank you for the 21 lucky number resub. You just hit a blackjack, Rohomo. I appreciate you. That is awesome. Yes, bang, Rohomo. Reminder. That's absolutely right. BC loves otters. You had me at bacon. Oh, I love it. I'm glad you like the sandwich. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, BC. Great to see you tonight. Doing the things. I'm happy to report that Coda is also in attendance tonight. So we'll be seeing...
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the 200 bits. Completely not necessary, BC. Appreciate you so much. Oh, gosh, that's really great. Boy, who knew bacon equals bits? If it was that, I didn't know it was that easy. That's great. I'll do more bacon more often.
That's our channel. We're working out. Okay, there we go.
That's okay.
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 Everything all clear on your end, friends?
Yes.
Okay. I think then we'll go ahead and start. Y'all, this is like you should see what they are sitting in like the comfortable, like really comfortable chairs right now. Very excited. I'm very excited about this. All right, let's go ahead and start our show. And here we go.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to go. You should sit.
Almost says, can you make me an editor real quick? I might have to kill the stream if there's celery ASMR.
Uh-oh.
I love it. I love this. Oh my goodness. Wait, we have a hype train? Wow.
Hey.
Look at that. The hype train beat the Bylines to the punch. Thank you so much for the hype train, friends. It's so nice to see you all here. My name is Davey. I am a content creator based in Los Angeles. And each week we host interviews on this program called The Sandwich Show. It's a variety it's a variety channel. We do music, we do games, we do food. And tonight we're doing an interview with a really talented, really friendly duo out of Portland. And they're known as the Bylines. Let's say hi to the Bylines. Hi, everybody. How's it going tonight?
Hey!
It's so good to see you both. You know, it's fantastic to have two of the more stylish people I think we know on this platform. And then Coda too. So three of the more stylish people we know on this platform. But, you know, how are you? How are things going these days? It's so nice to meet you all. Yeah, we're almost so stylish. Chip, so good to see you. Mop Bucket Zero, nice to see you too. For those of you who are new, who are not familiar with the Bylines, they are a jazz-inspired pop music duo based in Portland, Oregon. And on their channel, they do a lot of really cool things, such as pop songs, pop covers. They do soundtrack songs, and their original songs, which are really fun. And so, first of all, thank you so much for coming by tonight. It's nice to meet you all here, one face to face to a degree, yes, virtually. But so what? How are the things? You know, it's really. Oh, look at Coda's already like just having a nice cozy time. It's really cool. But yeah, it is terrific to see you all here. I think where we start is, I think we start from the very beginning, because I was just thinking the story of how you both met is actually kind of documented in a song called Cardigan Man, which is a really great song. Really awesome. But what inspired you to do what you do? Like, why are you called the Bylines? What would the origin story be of your persona as a jazz-inspired music duo?
Oh man. Okay. You want to take this one?
Yeah, it all began with Marianna and I first connecting over the music of Amy Winehouse. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's
I would say we're gonna take it back that far. This is the deep history. If we can go that far back, is that okay?
Oh, yeah, nothing but
we have
time. I got nothing but time.
Okay.
I'm all about it.
So Marianna and I connected over that sort of neo soul that was happening in the mid 2000s. Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's actually part of it.
we're gonna take it back to
You remember.
MySpace. And so we started a group called Marianna and the Baby Vamps that was based on sort of a girl group sound.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we recorded an EP, and we played some gigs around Portland and in Oregon and the Northwest. And we found that after a while, we realized that sound that we were was tied to the band wasn't enough. We were interested in exploring other types of musical sounds. So we then decided not to be a girl group. And we went instead with the Bylines, which is in reference to the place on an article where the author signs their name.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
And that applies to sheet music as well.
and that applies to sheet music as well. So it was our way of saying, hey, we are honoring and celebrating the songwriters of all this great music that we love, and then hopefully contributing to that same tradition.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I'd always wanted to know that, by the way. I was curious for a while because I knew like you said, I knew about Bylines in a newspaper. So that's awesome. Like I love knowing how it started. And so now you've been on Twitch for about, I would estimate about 2 years, maybe a year and a half at this point. I'm trying to figure out exactly how long it's been, but you've done a lot.
Yeah, almost 2.
Almost 2. Okay. And folks, I do want to make a point that our friends are only 65 followers away from the magic 3,999 follower goal.
Yeah.
Give our friends a follow if you're not already. It's going to be worth your while. But were you doing music like this before Twitch too? Like, what were you performing in those days, like pre-Twitch?
Yeah, so we have been playing music together since what, 09 or 10?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And we started with that girl group thing, and then once we started focusing on writing our own music, we figured out that it's a lot easier to book a duo in a lot of these places that we wanted to play than a full band. So we decided to focus on the duo. That's when I started playing snare. So that we could get the most sound out of 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have been doing that and playing in just restaurants, bars, hotel lobbies, music venues, and then we'll expand our band as a budget and the space will allow.
Mm-hmm.
But basically doing the same stuff that we do on Twitch, maybe minus as much banter and jokes and all that, although that has kind of crept into our live shows more now too.
Yeah, I think we can easily say that Twitch has influenced our live performances. With learning new rep, getting sort of crowdsourcing what people want to hear. We've updated our song list after these 2 years, and also the jokes that sort of we develop in stream then sort of find their way out into the world. It's true, yeah.
Chat. Chip, bad jokes.
Bad jokes.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad. Jokes is a loose term.
Confirmed. I'm not bugging. That's great. Is that a redeemable function? I have not checked it. I've not scoured enough to see. Or does it just happen?
Bad jokes.
It just happens.
Sometimes it just happens, but they are redeemable. So.
Yeah. King says the best jokes are the bad jokes. That's
Yeah.
I can get enjoyment out of that too. So I'm with it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the experience of finding Twitch is really great. So did you find it based on, because I think looking at the timeline, so the pandemic, the shutdowns all started around early 2020. But you all joined a little bit later. So, what inspired your move to Twitch as a way to share your music and all the other things you do?
So when the pandemic hit, we first started streaming on YouTube. So we had a Wednesday night stream, and we lived in a different house then, and it was a little blue house, so we called it the Little Blue Cottage series.
Okay.
And we had like digital guests and a theme every week. So it wasn't like Twitch where people could just request things, and we would always have like a set, and we would only do 1 hour. And so we had that going every single Wednesday. We did that. And then kind of at that point where like we thought the pandemic was going to end, but then it didn't. We started watching Colleen a lot because we met Colleen Dauncey, which I'm sure all you know, through this songwriting project that we did in 2011. And so she had actually been a digital guest on our YouTube stream, and we started watching her on Twitch, and we were like, whoa, this platform is really cool. Yeah. And the IRL scene didn't really come back like we thought it would. Yeah. We were going to cut back on YouTube stuff, and then we were like, we just kind of jumped into Twitch and just went for it, and then it turned into a whole thing.
So Marianna, to expand on that, when did you get the sense that the chat was going to be a big part of the experience?
Well, I mean, we had chat on our YouTube stream, but it was way more tame. Like it was just, people would say hi, they'd maybe make a few comments throughout, but we basically played and did just a little bit of like, oh, look who's here, welcome in, da, da, da. That was it. I think I got a little bit of a sense of how interactive it was from watching Colleen. And she was so helpful when we started the stream, because we had some conversations about, she helped me set things up. She answered all my questions about the tech and everything. And, we did start out kind of slow, so we didn't have to have a crazy chat right away.
Right.
But I did kind of figure out soon that with hype trains and with how fast chat moves, that okay, this is a different culture.
No, and it's great. It's great to see that. And I know some of the people in our chat are also regulars at your channel. Mop Bucket definitely, Chip definitely, Rahomo definitely, who also said earlier in the chat, as far as redeemable bad jokes, they are redeemable. I beg to differ. A couple other notes.
By the way, we have met Rahomo and Mop Bucket in real life.
Nice, that's great.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, they're great people. There's no doubt. That's really cool. I'm glad they got to meet you.
Yeah, it was super.
What were they like in person? Any remarks?
Well,
oh man,
so great. Both of them.
Yeah.
Are fantastic.
Awesome.
And this is something I was saying to Mop Bucket is it makes me nervous. It made me really nervous to know that we were going to meet Mop Bucket, because it feels when you're on here that, oh, they know me, but I don't know them. But that's so not true. You know people so well, even if you've never had a face-to-face conversation with them, because you just get to know people and chat so well. And so when I met him, it was like, oh yeah, I know you. This is just a slightly different way of interacting, but I felt same with Rahomo. I was just this makes sense. This is who you are. People express so much of themselves when they write, It's kind of cool. It's kind of been a fun discovery.
I love it. Mop Puppet says, I'm as troll a person as in person as in chat.
And we met Mop Bucket's parents, and they were adorable. Aww. They were so sweet.
Love it. Can you be as troll with your parents around Mop Bucket? I wonder. That's great to see that, though. Green Guy Music, let's go give a shout out to our good friend Green Guy Music and our friend King in the chat. It's nice to see you all here again, my friends. Nice. And I don't know if Chip streams, but if Chip does stream, we'll shout your channel out too. And then one more, mods. This is a lot of shouting out, but I appreciate it. Colleen Dauncey Music. It sounds like because of her you're here. That's really impressive, and that's really nice of her to help you out, set up everything. She's really got great tech ideas and everything else too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So you talk about the music that you play. Your place is called the Cinesonic Lounge, and what that implies is that there's a lot of movie soundtrack music, which I think is probably really relatable to a lot of the people in the audience. Is it safe to say you both are big fans of cinema in general?
Yes, I mean more myself, I would say.
Okay.
More myself, and sadly, as the years have gone on, I've been less. I've had less and less time to watch movies, but I think, through like 2004, I was really up on most everything that was coming out. And then it took a big, started to work, and then it took a big nosedive.
Oh, gotcha.
Because all my free time was spent gigging, for myself. But what we do know is that movie music, we're really into the storytelling aspect of both lyric writing and composition. Painting pictures with melodies and words, and movie music just is so perfect. It matches that idea. So even if a song wasn't necessarily from a movie, sometimes it has what we call a cinesonic quality. Broad melodic sort of contours, lyrics that paint a linear story that sometimes you can follow through from beginning to end. All these are sort of ideas that I think fit into a cinesonic mode. And it was just a term we picked up to describe our music. And so, when you're a musician, someone asks, well, what do you do? What does your music sound like? And you try to hunt and find the right things to say. And that was one of the things we picked up on. So then when we started on Twitch, we said, well, let's apply that to the place that we play now, the Cinesonic Lounge.
That's great. It's quite chic. So let me say hello to Ardo VSR. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome in. Welcome, my friend.
Stefan. He's a streamer as well.
Oh, great.
And he designed the cover for one of Reese's piano solo pieces.
Yes. This is Stefan Rowe, who is a illustrator and does cover art. He worked in animation for a while. He's an amazing artist, and if you have a chance to watch Stefan on his Twitch channel here, Art of Stefan Rowe, you will not be disappointed.
Well, I just popped in to just give that a look, and I completely agree so far. Y'all give our friend give our friend Stefan a follow. I completely endorse that. So Marianna and Reece, I'd like to ask you, what are your favorite movies? You mentioned the art of storytelling through music soundtracks, and there definitely is a feel for that. And maybe the better question is, what are your favorite movie soundtracks? Not so much favorite movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had the Forrest Gump soundtrack, which I loved. It's got some good 60s music on it. It's got Dylan and Creedence Clearwater, and it's kind of a fun soundtrack.
Yeah, mirroring the progression of popular culture and American culture through pop music, sort of through a certain time period. That was one of the was it one of the first soundtracks that was all pre-existing music? I think it might have been early in that sort of trend.
There've been a few of those, yeah. I mean, it's definitely at the beginning of it, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Maybe it's one of the first ones I was
thinking American Graffiti was the first of those, because they was just
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That does go way back. I think I grew up I played French horn. And so I was drawn to the big sort of brassy scores of, you guessed it, John Williams. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jerry Goldsmith and James Horner. As a kid, I had a tape of the soundtrack to the movie Glory.
Oh, yeah.
With which has a beautiful score to it, kind of martial sounding and choral, and I don't know how it holds up now, but at the time I was really into it. So that was one of my favorite scores. Now, thanks to the wonderful people here on Twitch, I've become familiar with the works of Miyazaki, and so the scores of Joe Hisaishi. That's been new to me, and I've learned all about it. In fact, Marianna and I just went and saw Ponyo at the IMAX here. They had a Miyazaki film festival.
So good.
It was so fun to see and to hear on a big screen. So
that is amazing.
Yeah, that's right, Stefan.
Yeah.
Stefan's been drawing some characters from Studio Ghibli. Yeah.
Cool. Ponyo is awesome, nice, and a lot of love for Joe Hisaishi as well from Hot Bucket. So great stuff all around. That's really cool. So that movie was in IMAX. That's pretty cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's fun. I love all this. The range of the movies that you like or music soundtracks you like are really quite amazing things. So we'll continue. Let's follow up on that in a little bit. But first, do you feel ready for a sandwich or two, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
All right, let's bring it in. Okay, here it is. What we call the. Here we go. Yes. Sandwich of the week, my friends. So I'll throw it to you both, and let's see what you got tonight.
Oh, okay. You got
I wrote that myself.
I'm gonna go pick them up.
You did? Yeah. Did you play it? Amazing.
Thank you.
So cool. I love it. How great that you can score your own show.
I got a little lucky, I think, but I appreciate you. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Would you give me a glass of water?
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay. Good. I kind of made... Oh, do you want me to talk about it?
Absolutely. Now? Yes. 100%.
Okay. I made an epic veggie sando. I know it's really thick. So my first idea was I was going to make croissant sandwiches. I thought that would be really good. But my dad started making sourdough during the pandemic, and he gave us a loaf of bread. And I was like, well, I got to use sourdough. So that's what the bread is. So it's homemade sourdough from my dad. And then I have, oh my gosh, okay, so I also, I roasted some bell peppers in the air fryer. So those are in here. I've got some Mama's Little Peppers just to add a little spice. I've got cucumbers, I've got mushrooms, I've got spinach, I've got a little guac, I've got a little brie.
Wow.
And it's a lot of veg.
It's a party.
It's a party. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to bite it. It's so thick.
Hoover asks.
I went a little wild.
No, I'm here for it. That looks amazing. Everybody's talking about how thick that sandwich is. A thick sandwich, yeah. It is.
It's so thick.
Now, Hoover, welcome to the chat. It's nice to see you tonight. Hoover asks, is there celery in that sandwich? That's a great question.
You know, I realized this after I made the sandwiches. I was like, we didn't put celery or celeriac. We're going to get fired.
Oh, no. I know CACCOA is sponsoring the stream. But
don't tell CACCOA.
But you know what? It's kind of their fault. It's kind of their fault because they didn't drop off the box of celery root like they were supposed to today.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right.
There's a supply chain issue. Yeah, they're short-staffed. There's a supply chain issue. But it shouldn't prevent anyone else from going out and buying some. So, it's always in the stores. Just keep an eye out for it.
That is true. All right, Reece, we're ready for your sandwich, too.
Okay. Well, once again, we have a beautiful sourdough from Marianna's Pop. But I'm going with something very simple.
Okay.
Today, turkey and cheddar.
Ah, fantastic.
Just a turkey and cheddar sandwich. Marianna has all the color, and I have a less adventurous palate, I guess, today. But boy, can we eat these now?
Absolutely.
What about yours? We got to hear
Yes.
Davies, and then we can
yes.
cheers or something.
A fantastic segue. So tonight I wanted to go just as big, not as big as Marianna's sandwich, but here I don't think it's possible to go bigger, but here we got a brisket sandwich from Bristol.
Oh.
This is amazing stuff, folks. But you know what goes great with a sandwich? Celery.
Oh!
Our prayers are answered, friends. So CACCOA can now go back into the chat.
Oh, you saved us.
I love it.
Us.
No.
All right, we'll send you a cut from our commission this week.
I appreciate you. But you got to eat wearing a cardigan. Absolutely.
Yes.
We're accounted for.
That is so nice. The Argyle pattern.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where did you get it?
I think I got it as a gift a while ago. Yeah,
Nice.
I really like this. I really like this. It's a.
Are you saying you're a cardigan man?
I think I'm converting to cardigan man too, Reece. Absolutely.
You can age into it. It's okay.
Maybe it was always in me. I've just unlocked it.
That's right. It's always been in you. Yeah. Some of us just started a little earlier. We all get there eventually.
Absolutely. We could follow up on that. I mean, but first let's have some sandwiches and enjoy.
Okay, let's have some sandwiches.
This is going to look really. Your sandwiches all look great. Even simple can often be a very satisfying sandwich too, Reece. So I raise one up to you as well, friends. It is our time. This says someone is keeping the celery torch up and shining all over the plate. Nice.
You don't want this, Coda. You don't like vegetables. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'd say that the succulence in the sandwich that I have right now is top tier. It's really good.
Wow.
It comes with we should show this a little bit on camera really quickly. So there are pickled onions and grilled onions and barbecue sauce. It's good stuff.
2 types of onions?
Yeah. I really wanted coleslaw, but they were out of coleslaw at the shop. So I settled for pickled onions instead. And they're like, do you want anything? I was like, not really. But then they're like, you sure? I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do grilled onions too. And it tastes good. It's pretty good.
Do these shops know their sandwiches are being featured? Do you get free sandwiches?
I know. I'm like, folks, this is a national sort of television opportunity.
Global.
Global. Right, it's global. So they might be
You
missing
should not
it.
ever have to pay for a sandwich, Davey.
I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say.
Let's take care of this. Let's figure this out.
I would love to have some kind of sponsorship. You have a sponsorship. You have CACCOA sponsoring the show.
Hey, you can have a fake sponsor too.
I leave it to our friends in chat to determine the fake sponsor, but I'd be glad to. Any kind of sponsor, fake or real or what have you, it'll be great. So, I tell you what, though, celery does go nicely with a sandwich. It just seemed to be working.
Can we get napkins?
Yes.
I didn't think about napkins. I'm just sending him to get stuff. If you have the puppy on your lap, you don't have to get up. That's the rule.
King says, "Oh, the lack of cheese." So here's the thing, King. I was asked about cheese for the sandwich. I refused it because my principle with barbecue sandwiches is I tend to not want cheese in them. I don't know if that's true for everybody though. Some people probably do want cheese in the sandwich. But King, are you pro cheese or anti cheese on the barbecue? Because I don't hate. I mean, I'm down with it, but for me specifically, I think it distracts me from the meat. So I'm curious as to where everyone else in the chat is as far as meat on barbecue sandwiches.
So you keep your meat and cheese separately, or is this just a barbecue
No,
thing?
it's just a barbecue thing. Yeah, because everything else, every other sandwich, I love cheese.
It doesn't seem to me like barbecue sandwiches have cheese on them normally, so I get that.
King just says you answered your own question. That's fair. That's fair. Our friend, the king of grilled cheese. I should know. I should have known. I should have known that from the jump.
I need like a fork and a knife for this.
Dude,
No, it's okay. It's okay.
okay.
It's okay.
The sandwich,
Yeah, I can send you it.
honestly, looks just so impressive. Like, yeah, that was good.
It's so thick.
Very much so. Okay, so let's just keep it the power of thick. Hot bucket, I love it. So we're gonna have some more sandwiches. We're gonna take a small ad break. For some of you, we'll be back in 90 seconds, but when we come back, we'll have some more questions. But those of you who are subscribed can stay with us. Yeah, this looks good.
Wow.
So when you have, I saw on your Twitch page that the recommended snack is ant on a log. I'm trying to remember what that was. I think that's got peanut butter and raisins.
that's right.
Nice. I remember.
Some people like to use chocolate chips instead of raisins. That's kind of more, like dark chocolate chips or something like that. That could be maybe seen as a little more adult. The raisins are when you have to pretend like you're giving your kid something healthy.
How about just the chocolate and peanut butter and no celery?
Well, what's the vessel? Oh, I know.
A spoon.
There you go. I was going to tell, but you told already. The vessel is a spoon.
It's a more direct approach. Just get cut to the chase. But I have love for the celery. Like, when you have buffalo wings, I feel like celery and carrots are both really important parts of the experience. So I'm good with it.
As someone who has not eaten a lot of buffalo wings, talk to me about the celery and carrots. What are they used for?
They basically are just to cleanse your palate between bites because that gets spicy. It's an intense experience for your tongue, right? So what that does is it just kind of diffuses it to a degree, and then you're good to go for the next round of wing or whatever whatever wing flavor you have. So that's the thought. Now here's the next query to all of you and those friends. Pinball Sorcerers, good to see you. Welcome in, Pinball. Nice to see you. Hello there. And shout out to Lateral Toaster. So good to see you again. Thank you. Welcome back, folks. Blue cheese or ranch with buffalo wings.
Oh.
I don't eat meat anymore, but when I did eat it, and if I do still eat dairy, but I would always go for blue cheese.
Yeah.
I'm a blue cheese gal.
Yeah, you're a blue cheese gal. And
I'm not.
I don't know if I have an answer to this because I don't know. I think I can count on my hand I think I can count on my nose the number of times I've had buffalo wings.
On your nose?
Yeah, just one time, I think. And I don't remember what I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, I grew up with buffalo wings.
Oh, really? See, I didn't. Davey, we learned something new about each other today.
It was like
And when you
10-cent buffalo wings. So like my parents would be like, "Here, let's go to the bar and get you a ton of buffalo wings."
10-cent buffalo wings.
Yeah,
Was that in Arizona?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess Arizona has a law where kids can just go to the bar and
Yep.
eat like cheap food.
Yep.
And that's what Marianna's folks did, like all the time.
Oh yeah, my mom fully did that. She would take us to happy hour and then
Like
just
free
be
food sometimes too, right?
Sometimes.
As long as mom was drinking.
That's fantastic. Pinball says but it's good to see you, Pinball. Buffaloes were a lot bigger back then too. I can't speak to that. I'll take your word for it. Mop Bucket says get kids cheap food to get the adults in to drink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had the opportunity. I haven't thought about this in a while. Free food. Okay, I had a gig. I had a gig for a couple of years. That was on Saturday and Sunday morning with a trio, a clarinet, bass, and myself on piano. And it was at a restaurant, and it was like 3 hours from maybe like 10 to 1. But there was a free kiddie buffet. Which was like chicken strips, like maybe little pancakes, some hash browns, like very simple bacon, things like this. and the kids could eat free, but the musicians, that's what they give the musicians to eat as well. So for like 2 years when I had this gig, every Saturday and Sunday morning was free kiddie buffet.
Did you get a new appreciation for chicken fingers and things like that? Or did you start to abhor those things after a while?
Well, I was young and broke, so I was always grateful to show up for that. I couldn't wait till the first set break.
I love pancakes.
Yeah.
Pancakes are good.
I do love pancakes.
Oh, fantastic. Mop Bucket says things probably haven't changed. I mean,
That's true.
that's funny. That's funny. But no, for sure. I mean, and then like pizzas too, like little like pepperoni pizza and stuff like that. I'm sure we'll never really get tired of things like that. King says, "Does King, good question. King says, does this mean he has a fascination for dino nuggies?"
I've never had a dino nugget before. I've seen them in the store. I think I gotta get some.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is it just the shape that is what's special about them?
It's literally just a chicken nugget. It's just shaped like a dinosaur. It doesn't taste like more succulent or anything like that. It's just but it does look cool. Motherfuckers, you really don't need to get
Mom bucket.
Chicken,
This is
you're breaking it
vegan
down.
nightmare.
Yeah, hear it. Lateral says, it's not real dino meat? I'm sorry. No, unfortunately not. Just chicken. King says, it tastes like chicken in repressed childhood. My God. My God. Yeah, I hear that. Pinball says, please don't give the scientists another excuse to resurrect dinosaurs. That's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you very much. So, Lateral, it's good to see you again. So, Rahama says pancakes, final answer. So, let's get to the question. We'll do it early. So, Rahama, you got the command, right?
Oh.
The question we ask here on the Sandwich Show a lot. Pancakes. And you all might be split on the answer. This is what's going to make this very interesting. I wonder if you both want the same response. So, pancakes, French toast, waffles, or crepes?
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, I love pancakes, but I'm going to have to change my answer for this one.
Okay, what is it?
I'm going to say French toast. French toast for me. And the way I like it prepared is with a little bit of butter after it's finished, a little bit of butter, powdered sugar, and lemon drizzled over the top.
Ooh.
That is my French toast favorite.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, I was torn, but since you chose French toast, I'm gonna choose a different one. I'm gonna go for the crepes.
Yes.
Now do you say crepes or crepes?
I say crepes, but crepes are fine. Like I don't think there's a right answer there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe like there's a brunch place that would serve like they would call them cheese blintzes, and they're like rolled crepes that have a little bit of like sweetened cream cheese kind of thing in the middle, and then they would top it with a berry sauce.
That does sound good.
I would do those. I like how we're like specific about how we want these things.
Yes,
too.
not only will we say what we like, but very specific.
But that's I love the detail in your answers. That's really great. And I do think that that's the great thing about both of those items is that there's variety you can impart on with either, especially with crepes. Like you can make crepes savory or sweet. You can add. They can be thick. They can be thin. They can be not. And I don't mean like the crepes can be thin, but I mean like the things you put in it can make it like really thick with CC or thin. What have you? It's pretty good. Yeah. This stream is designed to make chat hungry. Hey, there you go. You sniffed me out, Mop Bucket.
I feel like there was like crepes were really trendy for a while. Like there were a bunch of crepe restaurants around here, and I don't know if they're still around. Do you have crepe restaurants by you?
I don't know if they're specifically crepe restaurants. I think we might have one or two, but we've had a lot of places that serve crepes, like as part of the repertoire.
Okay.
Dovely Crumpets, so nice to see you. Who asks, how about crumpets?
Hey!
I do love crumpets, yes. Absolutely. With, jam. Butter and jam. Crumpet on, yes.
That's fantastic. It's great to see
What is? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I just really quickly, just want to say it's great to see your friends coming through here tonight in the chat. And now,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what is your answer? What is your favorite, Davey?
all right. So, first off, Rahoma, let's mark down French toast and crepes. My answer is pancakes because I feel like the reason I always choose pancakes, and they're all great. You know, like they're all great. Like waffles can be great. French toast can be great. Crepes can definitely be great. They're really good. I feel like pancakes are the most consistently good food out of all those because I grew up with them. You know, you can put chocolate chips in them. You can put whipped cream in them, strawberries on them. So it's not that you can't do this with other things, but it's just that they go together really nice. And I think I just find them very satisfying. And that's why I set them apart. Because the problem with waffles is that I've seen people make bad waffles, and that's hard. But pancakes can't really be bad. They can be less good, but I don't think they're bad. Have you ever had a bad pancake?
No, I don't think so. And you were reminding me, I had forgotten completely about chocolate chip pancakes.
Yes.
I just had totally forgotten, and now I've remembered. You've awakened something.
I love it. Look at
Those are just too much for me. I can't handle it.
No?
It's too much sweet.
Oh.
Too much sweet.
more for us, Reece.
Yes, more for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some. Yeah.
Oh, the chat has risen to the challenger. Pinball says sets out to make a bad pancake.
Wow, there's some hate for crepes in this chat. What's up with that?
Oh no, that's just somebody. One of our friends wrote that command. I don't agree with it.
One of our friends.
Crepes have been mentioned 6 times, but they're not pancakes, waffles, or French toast.
So who really cares?
That's just for fun. I care.
I know.
I care. I don't speak for that comment. I do not speak for Streamlabs. Ron says it wasn't me this time. This is true. Mop Bucket says pancake, go to IHOP. Well, yeah. I like IHOP pancakes though. Maybe I'm just different. I don't know. Do you like IHOP pancakes or Denny's for that matter? I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in
haven't had
forever,
one,
yeah.
but I remember liking them at some point. I honestly though, if I go to breakfast, I always get savory stuff. I don't ever really opt for the sweet things. So I'm not an expert in this area.
Oh, so here comes a good query. What are your go-tos at breakfast?
I love like a good hash.
Yes.
Like a potato thing, and maybe there's like a couple eggs on top and lots of veggies and stuff. Like, yeah. Omelets I like an omelet.
Yeah.
But yeah, hash, because I really like potatoes.
And I'm into. I like. We have a restaurant that does a Benedict on croissants.
Oh,
A croissant Benedict. That's pretty. Yeah. It's like you have to kind of forget they exist, or
Yeah.
else you're just going to be there every day. It's one of those foods.
Wow, that good. Wow, that's incredible. Well, those are great answers. Like, I don't think I've tried the croissant Benedict. That doesn't seem fair. Like you said, I probably just eat that every day. Yeah.
so good.
Rahama says Marianna likes hash. Mop Bucket likes mushrooms. Nice.
That's right.
Wow. Pinball says, look at that. Bella Palmer. There you go.
Yeah.
Mop Bucket.
Oh, yes.
Pinball says, look up a recipe for celery hash. And I am going to look
I
up.
think celeriac hash would be better.
Yeah, celeriac hash.
Yeah.
There we are.
It's a little closer to potato.
Right. All right. So, Lateral Toaster, thank you so much for the redeem for being boozled. I hope you're still in our chat. I'm sorry I took too long to get to it, but we are here. So this is a point redeem on our channel where I will consume one of these. This is a Bean Boozled bean, and the flavor can be it's either going to be good or very nasty. but it's the same color either way. So, Lateral says, you're rocking the interview in chat and the bean. Well, thank you, Lateral. So good to see you tonight. Hello, our good friend Lateral Toaster. Meanwhile, I'll do this for you, Lateral. This is a bean, which is either going to be, dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. So I'm gonna get my water ready. Any streamer who doesn't have to do this, Redeem, cherish those moments and make sure you keep it that way. Okay. Dead fish.
Do you have to finish it?
Yeah. Lateral. Congratulations, my friend. Chat rejoices.
Oh.
My bucket is only deep. That's right. It's kind of a misnomer calling it dead fish because it's like, do you eat live fish? Like, can you do that? It's an interesting comment.
Yeah.
Dead and I think rotten fish would have been a better description. And it sure is. It is rotten.
Gross.
So thank you again, Lateral. Chad is indifferent to the suffering. Oh gosh, wild. All right, so we've about reached the point in the show where now we can give our chat a chance to ask you all questions. And
fun.
Yep, this segment is what we call America's favorite moment. I did not write this song, just to be clear. In Twitch broadcasting.
Do the dance. It's time for random questions. Right, stop. Ask us anything.
And this is a great chat for this. So, mods, let's open
Oh
up.
my God, where did you get that?
A jingle company was able to produce that for me. It was really exciting.
No way.
So good. Yeah.
No, wait. Could I ask I'm sorry, could I ask a question?
Sure.
You were able to hire a jingle company to produce that for you?
Yeah. So they did it originally for a radio station, right? And
Yeah.
so you can just substitute the lyrics for any lyrics you want. And so it's a cool program. Like, it's not as expensive as you think. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My mind is blown. I love that jingle.
Oh, thank you.
I might have to hear it again at some point. Maybe after the segment's over.
Yeah, definitely. Remind me. I'll play it again. I'll play it again. It is really fun. Like, those guys are great. They're so good at repurposing those jingles are really good. Like, the music is great and everything. Mods, exclamation point open queue. Let's open the queue. Let's see what we got tonight in our queue tonight for our friends Marianna and Reece from They Are the Bylines. They are a jazz-inspired pop duo out of Portland, Oregon, and you all can ask some questions tonight. So let's see what we got here to start. Okay, so the queue is open. Exclamation point. So it's already open. Thank you very much for making sure. Just like my DMs. I'm telling you, this crowd is built for this segment. I swear. This is great. Exclamation point question followed by the question itself. Enter it in the chat. We'll gladly field those to our friends, the Bylines. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is great. All right, so we're still waiting for that first question. Joey, St. Louis, so good to see you. If Davey had a nickel for every time he was asked, where did you get that? Davey's going to get several email requests after the show. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. We're home with the first question. If you could master any new instrument, what would it be?
Ooh.
Well, gosh. I mean, I'm currently taking drum lessons with Ray Musica. And so I'm working on it. I guess I should say that because I've always wanted to play drums, and I'm finally like getting going on it. So I also have been we did a song swap on stream where I played piano. So I've been kind of working on learning some stuff on piano. So yeah, drums and piano.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
I think, I mean, if I could master any instrument, and it's going to be maybe a little bit related to the piano, but I would love to learn how to play push-button accordion or bandoneon, the tango accordion. I love the sound so much, and the ability to sort of shape the sound with the bellows, you know, the in and the out, and the breathing of the thing. I think that would be. I would be very excited, because then I would finally have a portable instrument. I could like take and busk and do something like that, you know, get out into the world instead of just being stuck behind a box.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Like I think it's interesting because I think with your answers, like the drum, Marianna, I think that's, you play drum, but you're refining the art of it, which is really neat. And what great company to learn from. I mean, Ray Musica is awesome. Like, that's really cool. So.
Oh, he's so great. He's an amazing teacher. He's really fantastic. So, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So I have a full kit that I maybe I'll play it sometime on stream.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. That'll be fun. All right, let's continue with our cue. Romo, go ahead and re-cue that question. It's a great question. That's why I was making the point of that. I really want to ask that later. Pinball, hi, Seattleite here. Still have not made the excursion to Portland. What should I not miss on my maiden voyage?
Coming over?
Ooh, not miss. I mean, Portland has some stellar parks. Washington Park on the west side. There's another one called Mount Tabor Park. There's so many good little hikes and things like that to do. Let's see. What else? What would you say?
Well, slightly outside of Portland, there's Multnomah Falls.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
is second or third tallest free year-round waterfall in the world. Is that right? Maybe that's just in the United States. But it's very spectacular. And actually, there's a thing called the Columbia River Scenic Highway that runs from just east of Portland out 84 out into the Columbia Gorge, and then it kind of winds through a couple of the there's a couple of waterfalls along the way that you can see, and some great hiking just up from that scenic highway. It was originally built. Oh no!
Sneaky pup.
Going in.
She's like, I know where the meat is.
Just leave it on my head.
You can put it on the table behind us.
That might not. That could
That's
work.
not gonna be good. Can you dispose of that?
Oh gosh, that was funny.
Sorry, Coda.
Oh, poor Coda.
I don't know. She might have got a bite on it. I don't know. There we go. So yeah, the Columbia Gorge. It's so unique, and heading out to Multnomah Falls. Those are definitely highlights if you come to the Portland area.
That's really cool. Yeah, Pinball, I hope you make that excursion. And Rahomo adds, and the Bylines, definitely the Bylines, which could not agree more.
Oh.
Pretty great.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, just to follow up on that, like, what are some of the gigs that you can tell people about that you're partaking in out in the real world?
Oh yeah, Rahomo saw us at a really cool club called the 1905. It's like it made like Downbeat magazine's list of like top jazz venues in the country. Mm-hmm. They've got a nice thing going there. We play. Mott Bucket Sauce had a lovely little wine bar that was nice and cozy. We did a really, I mean, you can't really see us here doing this often, but we did a show called the 10 Grand Show last weekend at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall, which would be another thing to see in Portland. Mm-hmm. Check out what's going on there. The symphony plays there, and then they have touring acts come through. It's a spectacular hall. The sound just got renovated, and it's a beautiful, beautiful space. And we were lucky enough to do a show there. We play at hotel lobbies in downtown Portland, and yeah, that's kind of where you can find us. Some
pretty cool sounding venues, and chat responding to these venues. Mop Bucket says, I was 3 feet behind Reece. Chip adds, yet he still trolled.
Yes.
Definitely Crumpets says 10 grand was awesome. Looked awesome.
Yay! That was so great you came.
Thanks for being there.
Yeah, it seems like Portland really does have a lot of these really classy venues. Like, and then Mop Bucket says the Hotel Vintage. Nice. OMS. Wow.
Oh yeah, OMSI, that's the Oregon Science Museum, and we play their gala. That would be another thing to visit if you come. They have all sorts of things going on at the museum.
Yeah, it's kind of like, if you're in Seattle, it's kind of like the Science Center, Pacific Science Center.
Oh, wow. So they have an Omni Theater. I guess the name should imply that, but that's really great. That's really cool. Reece, what do you bring on your what do you bring on gigging on live gigs? Like, what kind of keyboard are you playing over there?
I have a Yamaha P255.
Okay.
That was a birthday gift from Marianna some years ago, and I was certainly
our parents.
So mom and dad, contributed to that
I
as well.
collected money for it.
Yeah.
For people.
And it's just a really nice Yamaha keyboard. I've played on them for a long time and always like them. And I like, I used to gig on the P60, which was an introductory level keyboard, but I always thought it did a really good job.
Wow.
I like the action and yeah. And really, if you're playing in a bar and you're next to the deep fat fryer, I mean, it doesn't really matter sort of what the tone quality is.
That's fair.
It's just like as long as everybody knows you're playing the Eagles, it's fine,
Oh, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I love that. That's a high praise, though. Yamaha's gonna be so happy to see this clip, like to find out that they're P60s. Endorsed by Reece of the Bylines. That's really great. Let's get to our next question. This is from Joey St. Louis. He asks, how do you feel about kayaks?
Kayaks.
Well,
we went once.
Yeah, we went kayaking one time.
In the same kayak.
In the same kayak. It was a 2-person kayak. Actually, we've been kayaking a few times, come to think of it. We went kayaking on a vacation.
That's right.
And in a 2-person kayak and had a really great experience. It was a trip we took to Kauai, and the trip was up a river, kayaking up a river, and then putting your kayak ashore, and then doing a hike to a waterfall that you could swim in the pool underneath, and kind of just play in the waterfall. So yeah, I mean it got us there. So pro kayak, I'm pro kayak.
Love it. Love
Who's
it.
the front? So we switched on the way up. You were the front, right? And then I can't remember. I liked being in the back, I think.
More control. Marianna wanted to be in the back. And honestly, we were not very good at it.
Yes, we were.
Well, okay, we were okay at it, but keeping it straight was a challenge a lot of the time.
We were better than the other couples. They were running into the shore.
And that's all that matters, really, just to be better than the other couples.
There you go. Teamwork. Getting it done. For how much is keeping it straight is a challenge. Julia's in the chat. What's up, Julia? For a second, I thought Reece was in a bathrobe. Nice.
It does kind of look like it because I got a dog, a cardigan, and a blanket that's very similarly colored.
It does look like a kingly robe, even. Very royal, very royalty.
Oh
like the throne of the bylines. I love it. Thank you for the shout out, Rahomo. Yeah, our good friend CACCOA, another talented musician friend of ours, who says, "I wish my wife sang. She's just a model. I sing too." Which is cool. Nothing, of course. It's good to see you again.
A model you sang to?
Yeah.
You are a model.
Love it. I love it. But yeah, let me see. Did Joey have a comment? Who was the front? Oh no, I think that was answered already. But yeah. For those of you joining us late, we've covered a lot of the origin stories of how the two met. We did not cover how you met Coda, though. I know this has been talked about on your channel, but if you wouldn't mind refreshing that story for our audience, like it's a really lovely story, and I've always wanted to know how you found Coda, what inspired it, and had you had a pet? Had you had a pet before meeting Coda and bringing her into your life? Lives.
Oh, she knows. She knows we're talking about it.
Nice.
Bark just for you.
She hears something. There we go. Oof.
She's guarding us.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Talk about me, she says.
Goofball. So I've had dogs before. Reese has never had one. During the pandemic, we lived with my aunt for 6 months when we were kind of in between places, and she had a dog who was a little Chiweenie, which we kind of thought Coda was, but she's not once we did a DNA test. But and that's when Reese first kind of figured out, okay, I kind of get the dog thing. And so we had pet sat for them, and he'd been around the dog for a while, and so I was finally able to convince him that, getting a dog would be a good thing for us.
I was the holdout. I definitely was the holdout.
And then we found her. I just found her on Pet Finder. It was actually everyone was adopting pets at that time. So it was actually kind of hard to even find a dog that met the qualifications. We wanted a small dog. I wanted a younger one. And there wasn't a lot out there, but we did see one batch of puppies before we ended up getting Coda, but we decided to not go with them. And then we saw her listing, and she was a rescue, and she was staying with a foster family. And we went and saw her, and she just immediately jumped in our laps. She only weighed 3.5 pounds. So she was really tiny, and we were just I think this is the one. So we went for it.
That's so cool. I'm really glad she's been so great to you both. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's sleeping. I'm happy to see she's comfortable. A couple of things before we get to our next question. Rahama, thank you very much for the resub again. BC Loves Otters, thank you for 200 bits earlier during our hype train. And Chipper Doodle, thank you for being here, and also thank you for your 100 bits. Yeah. And Pinball, thank you for your 143. I'm feeling the love from your bits. I appreciate you so much. And now, to our next question from our good friend King Dambreaker, who asks, who would you most want to perform on stage, living or dead, or go on tour with? So someone living or dead.
Oh
man. Wow, that's a tough question. Do you have one?
Oh boy, because I there's so many names that come to mind. I don't know. It would have to be maybe an all-star band. Could I do that? Is that an option? No. That's weak. I'm just gonna say something. I'm just gonna say something.
Okay, say it. Say something.
I think I would love to share the stage with Harry Nielsen.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind just playing backup piano, accompanying Harry Nielsen. That's what I'm gonna say. I know he's a piano player, but maybe he wants to sing a ballad and sit on a stool on the front of the stage, and I could just slip in. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. How nervous would you feel like you would be? You got to be. I could imagine you must be. You might be amazingly nervous in that scenario. But that sounds like an awesome idea. Yeah, that'd be really fun. It would be good too.
Yeah. How about you, Mary?
Oh man, this is so hard. I mean, I think. Oh man. I do think it I'm imagining myself if I did master the drums, if I could play drums just for a giant epic band, if it was a modern band, it'd be like Wolfpack.
Oh, yes.
Or just singing backup in a band like that. I think it would be really fun to sing harmony with a bunch of really great singers, or for someone that I idolize. I mean, if you asked me this question when I was a kid, I would have said Mariah Carey because I loved her. I was obsessed with her. So maybe I could. I mean, I don't even think I can't even. I'm not even good enough to sing backup for Mariah Carey. But if I was, I would.
I love your choices. These are great. These are great. And Kuya says, "Say Kuya, I dare you." Nice. Let's see. Joey says, "Don't bring dead people on stage." That's funny.
Kuya.
Yeah. Joey says, Kuya says, "I would love to sing for the Bylines." That's nice. That's cool.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Kuya, we
We
gotta
would be
collab.
oh man, we would be honored.
Come to Portland.
We would be honored.
That would be amazing.
You heard them, Kuya. Joey says, "Twitch hookup." Oh, wait, this is a question. Okay, so Joey, go ahead and use exclamation point question and then add that to your question, and we'll get to that. King, really, again, a really terrific question. King has asked that question from time to time. It's a really solid question, and the answers are solid too. Like amazing choices, friends. Like really good. Like, what song would
Have you answered that one?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, have you answered that one, Davey?
Oh, me? Well, I mean, I do like my little ditty thing, but I guess the answer that if I were a musician, if I were a more serious musician, who would I go on tour with? I have to get back to you on that. That's because I know like who I want to meet. I know the who I want to meet question. That's Freddie Mercury. That's who I want to meet. But
No! Now I want to reconsider my choice.
Oh, let's all join Queen.
let's just
Okay.
all do it.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Queen
the
for
answer.
all of us.
Come on.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
a super group.
That's-
Like,
Yes.
the three of us and
Yes.
Queen. That's great.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, Brian. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're pretty good. But King, thank you again for your question. It's a phenomenal question. Now let's go to Moppa at Zero. The question: will Reece learn she's good for live gigs?
Thank you, Hot Bucket.
So the story goes, this is a song that we wrote. The story goes, we were talking on our stream one time about how there was, how American songbook writers would write songs from the perspective of a woman talking about how the guy is kind of not the maybe most attractive or the most handsome or the most put together, but she still loves him, right? So she still loves him no matter what, right?
Like My Funny Valentine.
Like My Funny Valentine is a perfect example. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? That's okay, she says. I still love you. So that was, we were laughing about that. And so then we came up with the idea that I needed to write a song for Marianna that had a list of acceptable flaws.
And Mop Bucket came up with this.
Mom Bucket came up with this idea. And so we penned the song. Well, really, when I say we, Marianna penned the song, She's Good. And I perform it. But I never remember the lyrics. So when Mop Bucket came to see us live, he says, "Where's your iPad? Because I want to request a song you don't know the lyrics to."
That is good. I hope that makes it to the rotation. That sounds really fun. What a cool idea, Mop Bucket. Honestly, that's really great. I hope you're there for that too when that moment comes. Like that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Is Mop Bucket local to you?
Yeah.
Like, is Mop Bucket in the area?
Seattle and we're
Okay.
Portland, so not far.
Not
yeah.
not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours away from Mop Bucket. Cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
So Rahoma with the next question. Does Reece know any good jokes?
I defer to everyone else. You can tell me. I don't.
Would you?
Pirate one's good.
Marianna likes the pirate joke.
Okay. There we go.
Do you want me to tell it?
I mean, I don't know if you want to. Is that part of the program, Davey? Can you tell?
Do you have a bad joke redeem?
I do not have a bad joke. I do have a furniture catalog redeem, which is not very redeemable. These furniture pieces are terrible. I can show it to you later, but speaking of redeems, I mean, we do offer opportunities for redemption on this channel. So yes, if you'd like to redeem yourself in the chat, You have a float.
That's good. That's good.
But what was his
Power. I
teller?
didn't know you had so much power.
Okay, here we go. I'll need to redeem myself after this. So a pirate walks in. No, wait, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. A pirate walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Is that a steering wheel down your pants?" And the pirate says, "Arr, it's driving me nuts." I mean, there we go, Rahoma. What do you think?
Uh-oh.
Did it work? Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Oh man. I appreciate the enthusiasm and the effort, Reese. It's quite.
Thanks, Davey.
I think it's really clever, but that's just me. CACCOA has left the chat again. King says, but at least he got the accent down. Attempt was made. All right, the chat's going crazy. All right. Respect. I liked it. Okay.
I have been consistently humbled by chat through our last 2 years here on Twitch, telling these jokes and just getting all the best responses.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll ever be a good one. I don't. I think that's the answer. There will never be a good joke.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you could tell a legitimately good joke, and I think they're still going to think it's bad. and Rahoma says, so to answer my question, no.
Yes.
All right. King says, I liked it, but I am not running to call my parents to tell it. Well, I wouldn't, yeah. I don't know if I do that either.
Is that the first person you tell bad jokes to? Or good jokes to?
I guess it depends on your family, I suppose. My bucket says I've heard some good ones. Oh, there you go. Okay. So let's go to the next question from Chipperdoodle. Reese, doing anything special for your birthday?
Oh.
Aww.
Well, so nice of you to ask. Yes. I went to the grocery store today and I got a Bueno candy bar made by the Kinder Company. So it was like chocolate and hazelnut. That was kind of nice. Because this is my birthday week. I should say, this is my birthday week. So
Wow.
coming up. And then Thursday night, we're going to go. We got comp tickets to see the opera.
Opera.
They're doing Dvorak's Rusalka, which is the story of the Little Mermaid. And I've never seen it before. And we had a friend who's in the pit orchestra, so he said, hey, you want some comps for the thing? And I said, sure, I'd love to. And then he said, it's 2 intermissions, so it's like 3 hours. And I said, well, I'm committed now.
It's a lot of opera.
Wow. How long would a normal opera be? Would it be closer to 2?
I think most operas are in the 3 to 4 range.
Wow. Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it just people had less things to do back in the day. I think you know, and our attention span is just kind of gradually just crept slower and slower through the years.
Yeah, I think so. 3 to 5 hours, Davey says King. Yeah, I guess that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't been to an actual opera, but I saw one broadcast to a movie theater one time, so like that was pretty neat. Like one from the Met. It's pretty cool.
Oh, the one from the Met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you saw?
Oh gosh, I wish I could remember. I wish it was pretty cool though. Like I'm trying to remember which one. It was good. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't remember that. Like
No, that's okay. I don't know too many.
Yeah. Juanita Cow, what's going on, my friend? You know, Juanita Cow's also streaming, so let's go shout out our friend Juanita Cow. Welcome in, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, Juanita.
And is Reese wearing a full body cardigan?
You know, that is just. It's I'm wearing. This is the debut of this cardigan. It is on stream. This is the on-stream debut of this cardigan.
Oh, it is. That's right.
And we got it when on a trip we were just on. Marianna found it at a vintage flea market.
Ah.
Thank you, Mayor. That was a
You're
great
welcome.
score. And then I got a puppy in a blanket. So, but I should have turned the blanket over because it kind of does look like.
So you have
Should I just?
Like it.
you have a snug again. It's like
Snug
a snuggie, but it's
Cardigan.
yeah,
Said Romo.
cardigan. That's cool too, Romo. That's a great. I love that. I love that.
Does that look better? That looks better there.
It looks better. Yeah, a little more contrast. Not too bad. Pinball,
That's funny though.
thank you for the 100 biddies. Is that for Rahomo's comment? Oh, I love that. I love that. Dovely Crumpet, a full body cardigan, a great birthday gift for Reece. There it is. And Joey says cardigan onesies, $1 million idea. Yes. Cardigan onesies, cardigans. Yeah. With wingtip footies. There it is, Joey. I like it.
Cardigut.
I love it.
Guggy. Cardiguggy. Like a snuggie.
Cardiguggy.
Cardiguggy. Very
I don't know. I
well.
like cardigans.
Snug again.
Snug again.
Snug again.
Snug
Now
again.
you got
There
it.
you go. I like it. That's phenomenal. Let's see. Teach me how to snuggie. Yeah. Let's see. Last question for now, unless anybody wants to add anything in the queue, but this is the last one in the queue right now. So King asks, if a songwriter was to write a song specifically for you to perform, record, and release, which songwriter would you wish it to be? Wait, a songwriter?
Oh, I know.
Oh, I see. So a songwriter. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
I would say Regina Spektor.
Ooh.
She's the best.
That's good.
And which type of Regina Spektor? Like modeled after which style?
She can do whatever she wants.
She could do it. Oh, you're not
I
gonna.
would give her free reign.
free reign.
But then I'd also want her to sing it too. What about you?
Oh. It's heavy. These questions are heavy. I wasn't expecting the hard-hitting journalism.
Neither was I. Chad really bringing it tonight.
Chad's bringing it.
Let's see.
Like all the rowboats, yes.
Yeah.
Fidelity, yes. I mean, like,
Well,
you could just tell her our story. She'd write, like, give her a few notes, and she'd write something so cool.
about
Yeah.
I say one of my favorite contemporary songwriters right now is a woman named Madison Cunningham.
Oh yeah.
And if she could just write some riffs, I just would love like some like really cool. She's a guitar player and she has incredible riffs, and I think that would be cool. But also she's a beautiful lyricist as well. So I think I'm going to say that is the contemporary.
Yeah. She's good. She's great.
Great calls, both. Chat also loving the choices. Very nice. Thank you for the question, King. Another quality question. So let's go with one more, and then we're gonna do something fun afterward. So this is from Rahomo. The question is: are rainbows heavy?
I know this because actually, it's so funny.
By the way, Madison is Hoover's favorite guitar player. Just
Oh,
thought
really?
I'd sneak that in there.
Rahomo, no, they're not. They're pretty light.
Nice.
I have that joke in my joke file with Rahomo's name attached to it because that's where I first heard it.
There you go.
I remember Rahomo using that joke a while back too. So it's like one of his it's a good one. It's a good one. There you go, Rahomo. There you go.
Yes.
Hey, nice. It's clever. It's clever, Romo. Appreciate your question. All right, so that's it for the queue for at least for now. So here, this has once again been random questions.
To the dance. It's time for random questions. Great stuff. us anything.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, Davey, that is so cool.
Thank you.
That you got them to make that.
So the website is called jingles.com. It's so easy to remember. If you want to do one of those, anyone in our chat, or if the Bylines want to add one to their channel, jingles.com. It's as simple as that.
Oh man.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could probably write some jingles.
Yeah. Like, if you could write a jingle about somebody else on Twitch or somebody else that you know, like who would be the first one to come to mind? Like someone you would want to write a quick song about?
Oh, it's Chip.
Oh yeah,
It's
I was
Chip.
gonna say Hoover actually.
You were gonna say Hoover?
Yeah, but Chip would be good too.
I think our good friends of the stream.
We should write a mod jingle.
Oh, a mod jingle.
Yes.
Like we could name all the mods. It's the mod. Yeah, all the mods. Yeah. So there you go. I think that would be top choice for us.
Love it. And whoever, so good to see you. And I think we have anybody else joining us. That's somebody just joined us, right? Oh, Gothic Cat. Welcome in, Gothic Cat. Hey, you beautiful people. Much love today. Gothic Cat, so good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. Let's see. Joey says, write a Davey jingle right now. Greatness takes
right now, that's a lot of.
I know. It's just like right now. I can be right now.
Away from our instruments.
Now, don't worry about it, right? But you know, I appreciate the sentiment, Joey. That would be fun to hear other people writing songs about me. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, we've got wavy. We've got. I'm trying to think of what rhymes for Davey.
Yeah, wavy.
yeah.
Pavy.
Pavy. You do some untrue ones.
Yeah.
Throw, like lazy in there and.
Yeah.
We're kind of. I will tell you, Marianna and I are not super extemporaneous writers.
Okay.
There are people who are very good at that and who can, kind of like come up with stuff off the top of their head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say I'm not that person. I'm not that person. In fact, most of our songwriting sessions involve a lot of name calling and hair pulling. So I don't think that's the sort of program you're going to want here right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Joey says, tough questions and jelly beans. Davey. There you go. And maybe. So
That's all you need.
maybe. So it's kind of like, is it kind of like that one song by Oasis? I keep forgot. Oh, Wonderwall. That's like totally forgot. Yeah. Yeah.
What
Call
you
Me
do to
Maybe.
Call me maybe. Yeah.
There we go.
So call him Davey.
There we go. Thank you.
Got a tough question, and he eats a bad bean. his hair is wavy, so call him Davey.
All true.
There you go.
Thanks, Marianna. I appreciate that. Let's go with this and we'll close it out tonight. Mop Bucket 0. Here's the question. Yoko Kanno and Joe Hisaishi are incredible composers out of Japan who have continued the conversation between classical Western composers and contemporary Japanese culture.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing to happen on one of your dates? That's funny. Oh, we got a raid. Hold on, before you answer that, let's get to the raid. Welcome in, Raiders! Destiny! Wait. Love it. It's so good to see ya.
Nice.
I did not write this song, just to be clear. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict an update on the bus too, Destiny? I saw you had an update on the bus. That's exciting. How's it going, my friend? It's great to see you tonight. My name is Davey. I am a variety streamer out of Los Angeles. It is so good to see you all here from Destiny Guerra's channel. Hope you're well. How is your stream? How is everything going? Hello, friends. Good to see you. Let's say hello to Prosthetic Lips and Matt Shivers and Chip. Nice to see you, Chip, joining us. And all the cool for Pam. So good to see you too. And all joking aside, great name. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Muppets is here too. What's going on, Muppets? And it's nice to see you here. Destiny says stream was great. Lots of big updates tonight and fun song singing. Love it. Did you know? Just really quick before we get back to business here, Destiny had a stream that was like all the songs are about food. I will always appreciate that, just so you know. So, folks, give our friend Destiny a follow. Nice to see you again. Welcome in, friends. These are the Bylines. We have an interview with them tonight, and they are a jazz-inspired pop duo out of Portland, Oregon. And we've been answering questions. If you have a question for our friends, exclamation point question followed by the question itself, including this one. I am not letting this one slip by. What's the worst thing to happen on one of your dates?
Oh.
Do you have an answer to this one?
I don't.
Yeah, you're right,
You?
Goober. It is a trio, actually. That's true. It is a trio with Coda now.
Oh, true.
That's true.
Oh, man, she's been so chill. Well, I have two stories I can tell.
Okay. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I know.
I'm going to tell two stories. I'm going to tell the first story. Okay. It's not going to paint me in a very good light.
Okay.
But then I hope my second story, I will redeem myself. Does that sound like a fair way to go?
I'm fine with this.
Okay. We lived down the street from a great bar in Portland.
Uh-oh.
When we were pretty early in our, we weren't married yet. I don't think we were married yet.
We weren't, no.
Early in our relationship. Great bar, just down the street, maybe, I don't know, 10 blocks or so, called Tiga. And one night we were coming in, it might have been cold and rainy, kind of, in fall in the Northwest. And we get to the bar and open the door to go in. And I think I went in first. Marianna came in second, and then a cat ran in after Marianna, and I said, Marianna, you just let the cat in the bar, like in a kind of like angry sort of way. Was it angry?
Oh yeah, you were pissed.
I don't know if I was pissed or like, I don't know what. I just was mortified. I think that Marianna would have let the cat into the bar.
Wow.
I was kind of a different person at this time.
It's just kind of been a long-standing thing now. Like if he's being like anal about something, it was like I let the cat. Did I let the cat in? So it's just kind of been like a long. But you know what? That cat. I know that cat went into that bar regularly.
He wasn't a cardigan.
So it was okay.
It
was okay. He wasn't a cardigan man at this time.
That's
No, someone asked me to get rid of all my cardigans.
A catigan man?
Destiny also adds, angry cat in the bar face. I feel it, though. I understand it, though. Like, that's very disruptive to have a cat running around like that. Like, knocking over things, It can be...
It was...
I could just tell that the cat had been in there before. Yeah. So I was like, go ahead. It's a hipster bar. They let cats in. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Destiny says, did he stay at the bar all night?
He's a regular. I don't even remember what happened to the cat.
Yeah, we don't remember how... Yeah. They probably just, like, picked it up and sent it back out.
He made it a martini.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Cat's a regular for sure. So that's the first story. What was the second story?
Yeah. Well, the second story comes actually at the end of a gig. So it wasn't exactly a date, but we were loading out from a gig at a club, and it was Mary and I, and these two guys. I had all my stuff with me. I had like a music stand and my bag of books, from the gig, some binders of music, binders of music.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to go back to the car, and some guys come up and they're like, "Hey, where's the strip club? Where's the strip club?" And we're like, "I think there's one maybe half mile down the street here. It's in that direction."
Where isn't one? It's Portland.
And
right.
I could tell something was a little off about these guys. They were very animated, maybe excited by something that they may have snorted up their nose. So they said, okay. And then one of them turns and looks at Marianna and says, "Hey." and I pick up the music stand and I start shaking it at him.
Wow.
And I said, hey, get away, just like, and then they ran down the street. So then I knew, like, they just took off running. So I knew, okay, something's up with those guys.
You saved me with your music stand.
So
he was like, hey.
The fancy weapon right there, folks. Pepper spray? Nah. I got the music stand. It's waving this around. It folds up and down too, so you can make it longer. It's like he's chasing off a rabbit badger. Oh gosh.
I was gonna pin.
I love it. He's a music man after all. Oh, you're saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, my timing is so bad. I was just gonna pinch their fingers in it. Because that's always what happens with those music stands.
Yep.
You're gonna give them really bad blood blisters.
No.
Let's see. We got so many great comments in the chat though from that story. Let's see. Kat had a tab with the bartender already. Nice mop bucket.
Yes.
Rahamo says it ordered a whisker sour.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, there's.
Juanita Cow. Cat was nipping at the bottle. Nice. And then Juanita asks, at Cows, Reece travels with no less than 40 pounds of music to any gig. What does that mean?
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
I think he's referring to the fact that I used to keep all my sheet music that I play on Twitch in a binder.
He has so many binders.
Oh, I have seen
like
that
paper.
binder. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, even the greats do that, though. Like, have you ever seen some recent Billy Joel concerts? He has the same size binder. Like, you would think he'd know all
He's
his
got a
songs.
binder?
He has a binder. Like, you'd think he'd memorized all the songs by now. Like, they're all over the radio. But he has one, too. So I feel confident in any of you, carrying a binder as well. I know.
No shame in binder life.
No. I mean, I just think that's funny because, like, if you do see like a video of like with Billy Joel in concert, you will see the same binder. It's like this, like
Oh my gosh.
it's huge. It's like, what does he need it for? But he does just in case he doesn't want to mess it up. Like yeah. King says
There are a lot of words, and we didn't start the fire. I'm sure that takes up like 3 pages.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I love that. So many words. That's pretty good. Yeah, good point. Oh gosh. So anyone from the Destiny Gura chat, if you'd like to ask a question of the Bylines, ! Question followed by the question itself, and we'd be glad to field them in the next few minutes. Let us know what you got. But honestly, great question, Mop Bucket. That was phenomenal. And the lead up, of course, was the best part. I mean, we had really set us up for the question. Oh gosh, so good. Let me think. So we're waiting for some additional questions in the queue, but I think I'll let me think. So it's jazz-inspired pop. If there's a particular type of pop you lean towards, like where would you lean? Like, does it stay contemporary? Does it cover many different decades? Is there any specific area of pop that you like to focus on?
I think we both we really like 60s pop.
Okay.
That's kind of like, we like like Amy Winehouse kind of does that sort of thing, like Motown and 60s pop. But I really like a lot of contemporary artists too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bruno Mars is again kind of like a vintage pop sound.
He does explores a couple different genres.
I think we like modern stuff, but it's like modern that's also a little retro-y too, So
it's a good genre.
For me, oh yeah.
Oh, you were saying?
Mm-hmm. No. Go ahead.
No, I think that's pretty much the wrap. I mean, it is cool to see that, and that represents nicely with your sound, especially things like Amy Winehouse and Bruno Mars, and there's a new song that's out too that I don't know the name of the artist, but have you heard this new song? This really new song. My mom loves this song, and I don't remember what it was, but it's like something Georgia, something else, something Georgia, this and that. But
oh, is it the Jonas Brothers? Did we just hear it on Saturday Night Live?
When they're talking about the Waffle House.
Oh yeah, I think that I'm serious.
That's all I remember.
think that sounds like a great. Are you gonna add that to your playlist? That sounds great.
Maybe, you know what it is? They're kind of mining that sort of adult-oriented rock from the early 80s and the late 70s with that song.
Interesting.
I'm sorry if I've totally confused this with something else.
You did, but it is a great song too. So I think that's a really good call to pursue that for the channel.
Are you thinking of the Bieber song, the Peaches in Georgia one?
I think that's it. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's maybe like 5 or 6 years old, I feel like.
Oh wait, it's
not like super modern.
Okay, it's not that modern. No, so it's not that song then. Another good call. Peaches in Georgia is a good one from Justin Bieber, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun tune.
I'll figure it out later. I'm sorry, folks. Like I totally don't, because the problem is when you use Georgia, it's like that's 100 songs. Like it'd be, Georgia's on my mind. The devil went down to Georgia. The night the train went out in Georgia. The night the lights went out in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's going forever.
Midnight Train.
Midnight Train in Georgia. Yeah, another one. Lateral, have a great rest of your night. Shout out Lateral Toaster. So good to see you again, my friend. Hope I'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Thank you for the evening. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So now, wait. Okay, so I live under a rock, and I think I've heard Destiny. That's how you know a song has reach, my friends. That's great. Okay, so Destiny's question is, are there any songs that you refuse to do because one of you hates it, but the other loves it?
Oh. Do you have something?
I think refusing is a strong word.
Back when you were, maybe the Don't Let the Cat In guy, you had a lot more opinions about what kind of music you liked. One thing, the only song that comes to mind, not that I would really necessarily do this song, but I used to love My Way, and I know you hate My Way.
Yeah, that might fit in the category.
But I don't think I would ever want to sing it necessarily. But if I did, I don't think you would go for it.
That's interesting. So for those of you coming out, I'm sorry I didn't catch the ad break. So My Way is a song that kind of has you a little divided. Interesting.
Sinatra snob, Don't Let the Cat In, Reece.
Yeah.
I think it's just the strident tone of that song.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think
But
we
have
do.
you heard Aretha Franklin sing it?
Well,
because
you know what?
Come on.
If Aretha sings it, it's a different story than if Sinatra sings it.
It's incredible. Check out the Aretha Franklin version. It's so good. You'll change your mind.
Check it.
Yeah, that's true.
Worth listening, folks. All right, so now what about in your world, Marianna? Like, are there any songs that kind of you like that go the other way, where maybe one likes it but the other one doesn't like it?
Do you know? Okay, I don't even get it.
Okay. Well, there was a song that we wrote that she never wanted to do for a long time.
Which one?
It was called Cardigan Love Call.
Oh, that's true.
And she would refuse to do it. And she's like, why are you spending your time writing this stupid song?
That's true.
And so we finally did it, and we broke it out at a concert. And guess what? The audience loved it because it was sort of expanding upon the Cardigan.
It's so dumb.
Expanding upon the Cardigan mythology.
I see we have a difference of opinion. But it sounds like people are into it. Like Destiny says, another Cardigan song? Cardigan love, yeah. The audience loved
We've
it with
done
that face. Oh my goodness. Cardigan was ahead of the gig after all. Mop Bucket says Cardigan Man. Yep. Definitely great question. Thank you for sending that in. Last call for questions. Anyone with a question for our friends? Juanita Cass's Cardigan 2, The Cardigan Strikes Back. Beautiful.
Yes.
Gosh. Cardigan 3, The Cardisnuggagan, or what do we come with?
Snug again.
Or Cardigan? Cardigan, I think is what we came up with? Yeah.
Cardigan.
Yeah.
Oh, cardigan.
Hello, Chai Vixen. Give the people more cardigan.
Okay, Chai Vixen, if you say so.
Mop Bucket 0, The Snuggie Awakens. Guys, y'all are great. Yeah. But there's...
Return of the cardigan.
Yeah, doing the cardigan. Yep. This is for our friend, the Stream Scribe, who's a word artist on Twitch, and I have to do this for our friend. Cardigan 2,
Yay.
or Cardigan 2, the electric cardigan boogaloo, I think is what we would probably boogaloo, something like that. Someone's please sew Reece a cardigan, says Destiny Guerra. That's phenomenal.
It would be like the Billy, what's his name, who wore the like tux gown to the Oscars, but it would be
Billy Porter.
Yeah, Billy Porter.
Billy Porter.
It would be like his tux gown, but it would be a cardigan.
Ooh.
I love it.
That'd be amazing.
I will wear it.
That's fresh.
Okay.
I'll wear it to a gig. If someone does it, I will definitely wear it.
Will that make it to social media if it does? If it does go on, if you do wear it to a gig, that's gonna be fun. To watch.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Only if Reece wears it, it hits. Yeah, exactly. Destiny's right. Reece makes it hip. That is true. If you both wear one, it's a cult.
Destiny.
Well, maybe we'll start one.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to wear one to Dovely's wedding, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well, okay. It'll take a lot of fabric. That's a lot of fabric.
That's true. Oh gosh, cardigans! Like everyone's gonna be wearing cardigans at the next Bylines wedding gig. That sounds good. Gosh, the ideas tonight, friends! Holy Moses, it's great stuff. All right, I think it's about time to close the queue. Thank you all for your questions tonight. This has been a tremendous set of questions. Like, it's not a given that we'll always have like this kind of activity in the chat. So you all have been great tonight. Thank you so much. So mods, let's go ahead and close the queue. So my last question tonight: where can we see you in the near future? Like you mentioned, how close would you be to a 2-year stream anniversary?
That's gonna be beginning of July.
Okay, so
we'll have to do. I mean, that's our anniversary, but yeah, sometime in July we'll probably do a celebration.
It's a few months off. But what can we look forward to in the near future in that case?
Oh, well, we're streaming on Saturday here. We're part of a songwriter raid train to celebrate Social Clima's 2-year anniversary.
Nice.
He's a great streamer, does country folk music. And what else are we well, if any of you knows Wyatt Michael, he used to be Serenade. We're working up some stuff with him that is still kind of TBA, but we're going to do a collab with him.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, that's what we got for the streaming world right now. And we'll be back to streaming about once a week. It was really busy this past couple weeks, but now we get to have this stream today and a stream on Saturday, so that's fun. And then hopefully get back to a stream a week.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, King, for invoking the command. This has been an absolute pleasure to get to know you both tonight. And it's literally, I feel honored to talk to you. Thank you so much for being a part of this, everyone. Sending my best to all.
We're honored to be here. Thank you.
It's so fun and easy to speak with you, Davey.
Thank
You're
you.
a magnificent host, and We are so appreciative of just, you taking time to set everything up and walking us through the tech stuff at the beginning. And thank you so much.
I know our tech was a little funky, so I had a cropped version, so I wasn't anticipating having our dishwasher in the shot, but there it is.
You guys get all of the bylines backstage.
But it looks just as classy as the rest of you do, honestly. I like it. That's great. So, folks, let's run some credits and thank people, and then we have a really cool place we're gonna go raid out to, folks, and you're gonna love it. So here are the credits. Thanks to many of you. I do want to thank everyone for the hype train this evening. And Destiny Aguirre, thank you so much for the raid. Incredible generosity on your end coming out here. It's nice to see you again. And folks, make sure to follow Destiny Aguirre as well. All the best, and thank you for the resubs, Homo, and all the cool people who gave out bits. Pinball, thank you for the bits too. Chip, and I think there's one more. Mop Bucket, I think, was the other. Much love to all of you. Really great. So, Mods, let's get those raid calls out. We're going to keep the party going. Destiny says this is exclusive content here. In a way. Yeah. We're getting exclusive content here on the Sandwich Show. We're very honored to be part of that. And so, Mop Bucket says I only trolled. I think you did more than that. It was great to see you again, Mop Bucket. So, copy the raid calls. We are going to go see our mutual friend, and probably your mutual friend too. Kevin Y. Wong, who knows a thing or two about music, right? Great musician, folks. I cannot wait to hang out there. Let's just make sure Kevin is up and streaming. I believe our friend is. Yep, ready to go. Let's do it. So, folks, thank you again. If you missed any part of it, you can catch our VOD right here on Twitch. The replay will be up almost immediately after we wait out. You can also catch the VOD on YouTube. Our YouTube page is at Davey's Eating a Sandwich as well. And I will be guest hosting a show tomorrow at Mond_Samurky. So Mods, if you could shout out Mond_Samurky. I'll be there tomorrow morning, really early, like 11 Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. So we'll have some fun there. And then we're back on Friday with Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox. So that's going to be great. Bylines, so good to see. Oh, you're familiar with Kenny too? Nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, yeah.
Cool. So
Jomsy
as well. Oh, Jomsy's here? Hey, Jomsy!
I just saw him pop in.
I really appreciated all of Coda's input for this interview. That's great. I'm so honored to meet Coda as well, Coda. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And yeah, shout out Jomsy as well. We'll have more with Jomsy coming up in the near future too. I'll tell you more about that later on. But folks, we're going to Kevin Y. Wong. Please, I can't say this enough. Follow our friend Kevin Y. Wong if you're not already. As we've all established, he's a brilliant human, great guy, great musician. So let's do it. Good night for now, everyone. Thank you again. And well, cheers to all of you who do the things that do. Y'all have been great. Thanks for your questions. Just waiting for this to flow out there. Oh, Brandon, so good to see you too. Craig shares hello and goodbye. But stay with us. We're going to have a lot of fun over at Kevin Y. Wong too. So,
Yay.
All right,
Thank
folks.
you, Davey.
Oh,
this is so
welcome.
lovely.
You're so welcome.
Thanks, Chad.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Let's do it. Have a great night, Destiny. So good to see you again. Take care, friends. And off to Kevin Y. Wong.
Woo.
Woo.